Hey, welcome to another issue of 5 Minutes with Eric. Um, I'm trying to tackle some of the issues with the hot button topic of abortion right now, and I want to say that I understand that a lot of people have a lot of very raw feelings about this, from one end of the spectrum to the next, but I think it's important that we need to understand that we can't necessarily legislate off of how people feel. We have to use numbers and data and statistics, and that's my point for you, is to give you those numbers and that data so that you can make your argument one way or another. I have in front of me, well, okay, one of the things that really, really has frustrated me, particularly in the last, I'm going to say, decade or so, it might not even been that long, is how the liberal left, they either change the definitions of words or, change how words are used, or just change the language that's used to make their point seem more valid. As long as I know, and for centuries probably, abortion, it has been abortion, but now it's women's health rights. Okay, you know what? I'll take that. Let's look at that though. Let's look at some of the numbers there. So my first article I have is, it's an NPR article. And despite bans in some states, more than 1 million abortions were provided in 2023. So even though Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022, abortion access, or the number of abortions, has gone up. So I have a hard time believing that the access to abortions has restricted that. But okay, so let's look at the reasons why some of these women are getting abortions. And the next article that I'm looking at here is Medical News Today. I would assume that's a pretty reliable resource. If somebody has something different, I would definitely appreciate hearing about it. But it says approximately 12% of individuals mention the following health-related reasons for having an abortion. Now, I really want to point out, and if you're really curious, but some of these issues, I would really contemplate if that would be a legitimate health reason for aborting a baby. Okay, but 12%. So 12% of all the abortions being performed are due to health-related reasons. Now, the next argument that they usually bring up is, well, what about rape and incest? What about rape and incest? And again, I understand these are horrific issues, but we need to look at numbers. And this is a World Population Review article. It talks about abortions due to rape by state. And if you scroll down about halfway through the article or so, it says only 1% of all women had an abortion because it was a result of rape, and 0.5% of women have had an abortion because of the result of an incestuous relationship. Okay, so again, I would kind of argue you're splitting hairs there. If it's an incestuous relationship, it's rape. But okay, so we have 12% for vague health-related issues. We have 1% due to rape and 0.5% due to incest. So if we can simply add those percentages up, we get 13.5%. If I go back to the NPR article, there were over 1,026,000 abortions performed in the United States in 2023. So I did the math for you, so you don't have to, but I encourage anybody to check my numbers. That means 138,604 women got an abortion due to one of those three reasons. And that means 888,000 abortions were performed simply because they didn't want to have a baby. And to me, that's a sad, sad statistic, and that's a number. That is the reason that Roe v. Wade was overturned, and that's the reason why we have so much issue or resistance against the legalization of abortion, because we don't want to see that 888,000 abortions performed simply because somebody doesn't want to have a baby. So I will post the links to these articles in the description on YouTube, and I've got more videos lined up. So make sure you like, share, follow, subscribe, or whatever you have to do. Keep coming back and checking it out so that you can stay informed. And most of all, stay curious, my friends.